So, for this next segment, we're talking about the recently released NBA City Connect jerseys that I believe we're going to see this season. And because we're YouTubers now, which is great. Well, we've been YouTubers the whole time, I guess. But we're truly adopting it. We're making a fucking tier list. Let's do it. We've done this type of stuff in the past by basically just making our own lists, but that's lame. Let's argue about it and then put it on a tier list.
We've never been this trendy. Yeah,
exactly. We're trendy now. We're cool. Anyway, the tiers that we have here are elite, good, meh, garbage, and Raiders. If you know, you know. And and then we have all of these beautiful jerseys down here. Maybe some beautiful, maybe some not. But I say we just go in the order. I also want to emphasize, Caleb, I don't know if you've seen these before. I actually haven't. This is the first time I'm seeing a lot of these.
I have very briefly seen some of them.
Okay. So I
saw the inspiration for this segment came from a random The Score article ranking all of them. That's the only context in which I've seen them, is quickly scrolling through that.
All right. Well, why don't we... I say we just go in order. We don't need to, pick them at random. Let's go in order. Which is starting off with the Atlanta Hawks, which are right here. I'm just going to put them at meh to kind of highlight them, just to throw them out on the screen.
Okay.
But it is a white jersey with two blue lines kind of running down the middle and Hawks in the middle of one of them. It's... I don't know. Caleb, what do you think of the jersey? I'll throw it over to you first. Get your opinion.
It's just it's interesting because nothing about it says Atlanta Hawks to me. If you just showed me this jersey and put any other team name on it, it would be just as convincing as this at the Atlanta Hawks jersey. And I mean, when it's a City Connect, I mean, I maybe I don't know the deeper city history to it. Maybe there's a Atlanta connection I'm missing here. But I'm not necessarily seeing any of it.
Yeah.
I'd lean towards garbage for this. Not necessarily saying the design is bad. It just doesn't work. I just don't think it works.
So you're ranking it poorly because you don't see how it actually connects to the city?
Yes, I think if your jersey is called a City Connect jersey, I think.
Do you want to hear how it connects? Because I just looked up an explanation. But
okay, let's hear it. Maybe this will change my opinion.
This is pretty long, but I'll run through it anyway. The colorway for the Fly City edition, which is what it's called, it's the Fly City edition uniform, is comprised of heritage blue, buttery brown, ascension white, and infinity black. That's so fucking good that they gave names to all the colors. Oh, I love that. Heritage blue pays homage.
Put it in the Raiders tier for buttery brown. I don't need to hear the rest of it. Put it in fucking Raiders for buttery brown.
1 second. So, it explains what all those things. Do you want to hear what buttery brown means, Caleb? Buttery brown is a rich and comforting hue which embodies the team's smooth style on the court and echoes the richness and diversity in Atlanta. Ascension white embodies the spirit of upliftment and boundless potential inspired by Atlanta's community and its... Okay, so just to explain the rest of this so I don't read 3 paragraphs. It's basically just they made a jersey and I think they're just trying to explain their way through it afterwards is kind of what it looks like.
Yes.
They're putting explanations. So I agree with you, garbage. It's not a bad jersey. I will say it's not terrible. But the connection
it just doesn't do what it's advertised.
Yeah, it's not I don't really see how it's a City Connect. People from Atlanta, by the way, since it is a City Connect, I don't live in Atlanta. Caleb, you don't live in Atlanta. If you look at this jersey and feel I feel connected to that jersey, that does its job, let us know. Because obviously, if you
disagree, tell us.
I want to know. I want to hear that we're wrong on this type of stuff because it's interesting to me. Obviously, there's a lot of these are all cities. I think every single one of these cities on here I have not been to. So at least that I can think of. So there you go.
I've been to Orlando and LA, and that's probably it.
Yeah, well, actually, I've been to LA now, so there you go.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
We'll have incredible insight on the LA jerseys and not much else.
Regardless, we're taking forever with this. We
need
should
the Michael Penix timer back.
We need the Michael Penix timer. Yeah. But that's set to 2 minutes.
No, we
can
do this.
We can do this.
We can do this.
We can hurry up. All right. Boston Celtics.
Okay,
Celtics. So it's a black jersey with green outlines. I already hate it. It's too simple, is my immediate thought. There's my immediate head. I put it next to Hawks and garbage just because it's not creative. Like I don't see how that like adds anything. It's not even like when I think City Connect, I think like you go retro with it, right? You make something that's maybe a little bit unorthodox that might like be more similar of what you would have worn in the past. It's not even that. It's just like it's a black and green jersey is what it is.
Man, you're being way too nice with this. Put it in. Yeah. You got to put it in the Raiders here.
You think so? Okay. Well, we're on the same page.
For a couple reasons. One, what the hell are you doing with these two shades of green next to each other? You've got the light like neon green next to like Celtics dark green. That doesn't fucking work.
You know what? I'm looking. I don't know if this probably won't show very well. I'm looking at another photo of it here. It's not.
I have that photo.
Oh, you're looking at that photo?
That's where my hatred is coming from, because I think those two clashing shades of green don't work. And I also agree with you on all the points you said about it not being creative. I also think it's what like every 12-year-old boy, including myself, wears when they're in like their Nike athletic wear phase, where it's like neon orange and neon green. Like that's what that looks like.
You know what? Just for that, I'll let you win this one. For me, I'd put it probably right next to the Hawks and garbage, just because I look at it and I'm like, it's not bad. But just for that, I agree with you. Raiders tier right there. Yeah, we can move on. Brooklyn Nets. It's a black and gray jersey with some this is gonna be a tough segment for audio listeners. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a black and gray jersey. It's kind of camo-esque, you know, like it's kind of got a camo thing to it. But Caleb, what do you think?
I think I did look at the score rankings of it, and this one was like near the bottom. I don't know if I like agree with that. I don't think it's like fantastic or anything.
I feel like they have a jersey that's identical to it already. I feel like I've seen that Brooklyn jersey before.
Really? I don't think so at all. I mean,
I'm seeing an actual. Okay, can I just say this? These small images are making it really tough.
I have another window pulled up with bigger images.
I'm going through it on my phone as we go. Now that I'm actually looking at it, I do agree with you. I like the coloring. I like the coloring on the font.
On the letters, yeah. Like that's a nice touch. And I mean, I don't necessarily know if I like what they're doing with the rest of the jersey.
Yeah.
It does kind of look a little bit thrown together, but at least they tried something. Like they tried something with this.
Just for the font.
My instinct would go meh. Like I'm having high standards here.
Sure. I'll join you on Matt. I would have said good because I really like the font, but now that you know what, I agree with you. I don't really like the rest of it. I feel like the rest of it is very lazy. Agree. Honestly, like you put that font on any other jersey, I'd probably put it in good. I really like the font. It's kind of like it's whimsical. It's exactly what it should be. It's different, right? Like it feels like Brooklyn as someone who's never been to Brooklyn. But from an outsider's perspective, it looks like Brooklyn. But regardless, Charlotte, their jersey is. I'm gonna look up a bigger photo because I'm assuming it's got more details than that. Because from that tiny photo, it is literally a teal blue like jersey with just the lettering.
I don't think there's that much more to this.
Is there not?
I'm looking at a bigger image, and I'm like, is this not what they wear already, but like with a little bit of yellow?
It looks like it's a brighter color than they already wear. Now that I'm looking at it.
That's true. So maybe, I don't know, like blind the other team on the court.
Caleb, you know what?
There's not really a lot of creativity here.
You know what?
Is kind of not great.
This one, looking at it right now, looking at that color and looking at that poor man who's being forced to wear it, that's going in Raiders for me. That is the worst like color combination I've seen in a minute. Like the bright blue and bright yellow is so gross. Like if you're gonna, you know what, you can do the teal blue, but you gotta go like a darker yellow, I think. Like the bright yellow and the bright blue is hurting my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be that harsh on it. I think I'll let you keep it in Raiders. But I think I would go garbage with it.
Okay.
because it's not as visually offensive to me as it is to you. I think the Celtics one was a lot more visually offensive. But
Okay,
I agree in that I don't like it.
You know what? I was the opposite on the Celtics. I thought it was garbage. This one you think is garbage. We'll put them both in Raiders for that sense. Because you hate the Celtics, I hate Charlotte's here. Next one up is another interesting one based on the small image I'm seeing here. And it's the Bulls. I feel like I've seen this jersey. It's a white and yellow Chicago Bulls jersey.
I'm going to let you give your opinion first.
Well, I'm pulling it up here. But let's see. Why is it not popping up? It might be like so bad.
Maybe I'll give my opinion first then. Okay,
oh no, I have it now. I have it now. Do you really want me to give my opinion first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Meh. Now that I'm looking at it close up, I don't hate it because it's like a gold. It's kind of cool. Like it makes me think of like it kind of makes me think of like it's a royalty jersey. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of that type of thing. Yeah, I don't hate it. It feels like I don't know, if any other team tried to do it, I'd feel like it was wrong. Am I just saying all the shit that you were gonna say? It's kind of like it's his airness. It's his airness like jersey type of thing. Where like because
I totally thought you were gonna come out against this one and be like, this is dog shit.
In the small, I will say, in the small like little image down there, I think it looks like trash. But looking at like the actual image, yeah, it's fine. I would put it meh. Because the jersey itself... I would also put it meh. The jersey itself is just meh. The idea I like. Because it's like, if you named it like, you know, the airness jersey or something like that, just kind of like the Michael Jordan royalty type thing, I'd be like, perfect, no notes, put that in good. But like, it's the fact that it's not really that, and I'm only doing that because it's Chicago, is moving it back down to meh. If, like, got it... It's funny because we said the opposite because of the fact that it's a City Connect jersey. The connection should be obvious, and in this one, at least in my opinion, it is. But maybe it means something else. No, it could mean something else. That's my interpretation of it.
It's absolutely my interpretation too, and that's why I think I liked it quite a bit in terms of... I would also put it in meh just because, like, design-wise, there really isn't a lot going on.
Whenever I've watched these videos, this pisses me off, so I'm going to ask you this. As part of the tier list, normally... You got to figure out what's in front and what's worse. What do you think's better, Brooklyn or the Bulls?
I'd put Brooklyn. I'd put the Bulls ahead of Brooklyn.
Okay. I'd put the Bulls I won't fight you on that. Honestly, it's a toss-up for me. I don't disagree.
I would also have the Celtics lower than Charlotte, but I know we disagree on that.
I won't fight you on it though. I won't fight you on that. Okay. For me, I get it. I get why you don't like it. So I won't disagree.
Okay. Again, I kind of led into like I had this big opinion on the Bulls one, but you kind of just said everything I was going to say.
Yeah.
My one extra point before we move on to Cleveland is
that Cleveland?
If they were going to do this jersey.
I need my glasses, I think. Give me a second. I can't fucking see what that is.
I'll monologue just to say that if you were going to do that Bulls jersey, like you got to go all out and just do it all gold. Like you can't like white with gold
black
touches.
And gold. I would have done black. And gold.
Oh yeah.
I would have done black and gold. Because like you do all gold and it looks yellow.
Yes.
But if you do like the trim, if you do the trim, like if you do like a black jersey with gold trim, that's kind of cool. I think that would have looked better.
Agreed.
The white and gold is fine. It could have used more details. I think it could have used more details, and you actually get Jordan on board, and like make it a Jordan jersey type thing, and make that thing because of the fact that it isn't, and they kind of it's just, and who knows, we could be totally wrong. Again, this is the type of thing where people from Chicago, let us know, let us know that we're terribly wrong, and this actually is a reference to something else. Because I'd love to know, honestly.
Reference to the bean or some shit.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly. There you go. So this is Cleveland's, you said? I didn't know that.
This is Cleveland's.
Looking at it, I can't tell.
That
like,
immediately, I think, if we're wanting to speed this up a little bit, I think that kind of puts it in the garbage tier immediately for me. So because, I mean, looking at it, it's very much like, I don't mind the color, but like, what is Cleveland about that? Like, there's going out on a limb and trying to be unique and creative, but other than just saying the land on your jersey, I don't know where the blue comes from. I don't know the
So it's supposed to be like an
like,
art-themed jersey, from what I'm reading. It's supposed to be an art-themed jersey. So it's like representing it's supposed to like traditional color of the museum's logo is what it, I guess, is what it is. It's supposed to like give
aren't all jerseys relatively art themed? There's art on every jersey.
I guess that's fair, but it's
a break.
I guess you know what? This could just be me. I love when they like put extra detailing on the jerseys. You know what I mean? Like when that's done well, I think. Oh God, I nearly dropped my phone there. But I think it can be like really. It can be really cool. I really like how they have like it. Oh, it's just repeating. Oh, down the side, that's just repeating. That's not. Oh, never mind. Fuck. Where did you want to put it? I'll agree with you. Put it in
garbage.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Hawks or Cleveland? Which one?
I'd put Atlanta ahead of Cleveland.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the design is nicer for Atlanta. They both just don't make sense to me.
I'd probably do that. I really don't like Atlanta's that much. I actually don't hate.
If you have a strong opinion, you can keep that.
Okay. Next one up.
We want to move on to Dallas.
What is that? Is it just a white jersey?
Yeah, so it looks like they basically took a Mavs jersey from like whenever. It's like I've seen this font before. I don't know what era that's from, but it looked like they took a jersey from whatever that era is.
2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
And just, you know, when they were printing the jerseys,
Black
they were
and
like,
white.
you know what, let's go easy this year. Let's do a repeat of just like, you know, this specific era of jersey. And then when they were printing the jerseys, the guy who was printing them accidentally hit the black and white button.
I was gonna make the same.
And they were like, oh shit.
It makes it like, so much better. The fact that looking at it, if you've ever actually done that in real life when printing it out, that's actually what it looks like. Like the gray is what the colors end up looking like.
Yes.
You know, I would have, if they'd done like an older era and made blacked and white it out, it would have been really cool. I don't know how long the Mavs have been around now that I actually think about it. I actually have no clue.
I feel like they've been around a decent amount.
But like if like I more mean like if the Lakers, for example, took one of their 60s jerseys and like black and whited it out, that would be kind of cool, right? But the fact that this is, to my knowledge, a 2000s jersey, it's just like I don't know. You know what, to me, like I actually think that the details on it is cool. I've always liked that Mavs logo. Like, for a white jersey, it needs to be emphasized that from what I'm seeing here, I'm sure some of them just needed to be white. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, a certain amount of them just couldn't be, like, they all couldn't be, like, home alternate jerseys, right? Like, colored jerseys.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I'd put it at meh, but I'd put it at the bottom of meh.
Wow.
I'd put it at the bottom of meh. Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to put this in Raiders.
Really? Okay. Well,
I just think it's so devoid of like anything. Like it's just like a last second kind of like spit it out.
But it is a retro jersey. It is a retro jersey, and I'm imagining this from the like.
It's not like they lived in black and white. That's not how. Even though the TVs were black and white, they didn't live in black and white.
Those were 2000s jerseys. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fucking fair. But at
least move it to garbage for my sanity.
Okay, sure. We'll meet in the middle. We'll put it in garbage. I think it's really funny how we've been here for 20 minutes and we've still yet to get a good one. But
yeah.
Caleb, do you know what the next one is? Because I have no clue from that.
Denver.
Okay.
We are getting like the first few of these jerseys are like really not good. I think there are definitely some better ones ahead. But I don't like the Denver one either. Like, oh yeah, you're however many like feet above sea level. I don't give a shit.
Is that what that is?
It's not creative. Yeah, 5280. Wow. Yeah, you're 500, 208 5,280 feet above sea level. Okay, and it's like I assume what is like a topographical map kind of thing with the colors they've got going on.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
supposed to just be
You're...
inspired by the fact that the Nuggets have always had rainbow uniforms.
Okay, cool. It's not doing anything for me.
But
This
and
would
like
also
and
go
like
in
the
gar- this
mountains
would
on
also
the
go in
side are
garbage
supposed
for
to
me.
represent like the Rockies or whatever. And...
Oh, you have mountains and you're high above sea level. Like, come up with something.
So where do you think this should be? What's your
I'd put this in garbage. I would put this in garbage, below Atlanta but above Dallas.
To me, this is another one that I have right here, like bottom of meh. Like it's not quite garbage. It has more. Can I explain why though? I think that if you take out all of the meaning behind it, like I look at it at the same level as Cleveland for the style of it, right? But the fact that like you were able to look immediately at 5280 and go, okay, I know what that means. And just for that, for the pure what it's supposed to be, I'd put it at meh. Because at least you understood the point. There's mountains there. It goes back into the history. To me, if meh is like a 50%, that's a pass. You did your job and you did it well enough that someone was able to go, that connects to the city. Meh. Bottom of meh. 50%. They got a 51% on the assignment.
I'll let you keep it. But I don't know, man. Like I could do this for all the cities. Like I don't know, we need one for Toronto. CN Tower. We need one for LA. Put the Hollywood sign on there.
Yeah,
you know,
okay,
like
fair enough. No, I get your point, but I think that firmly, if we need a marker of what the bar should be, the bar for like a pass, I feel like this is it. Because it's a jersey that's just kind of like, all right. It's an all right jersey, and it has some meaning. That is a middle. That is a middle of the road.
Gary, what do we're running out of time on this Denver City Connect jersey. Look around you. Like, is there any inspiration? There's mountains over there. Genius. Put it on the jersey.
Anyway,
next
right.
one.
But like, you know what? Yeah, move on. I'm with you. Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
I believe.
I'll let you go first.
I'm pulling up a closer.
Unless you don't
photo.
have it. Okay. I'll go first then.
I'm kind of going slow. Yeah, you can go.
I'll go
Take
first
it.
then.
Go ahead.
Finally, a good one. I like this one. I like this one a lot, actually. Like, I don't know why, but the specific, like, kind of, it's not white. Like, all these white jerseys are so boring,
it's like an off-white.
but they actually use. It's like, yeah, it's like an off-white, and it's like
colored.
I don't know. It's really like nice and appealing to me.
I think to add to it, if we're gonna jump on the train of liking it, I think this will make you like it more if you don't know the story behind, because I'm reading it right now. But the uniform are colored in bone, paying homage to the team's bad boy mentality and the club's second title team in 1990. Is what it's supposed to be. Okay.
I don't even necessarily know if I needed that. Like, this is one, like, yeah, like, I'm glad they have that, because then, yes, it does connect to the city somewhat and to the team.
As another thing, it is supposed to be a, like, going back to the 1990 team specifically, because it's got a tag on it that says back to back if you look closely. I mean, you don't have to look that closely to see it, but it is down.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah. I like it. It feels like, I feel like these jerseys, a lot of the times the goal should be to feel retro without even necessarily being just a replication of the retro jerseys, and this does that to me. I would put this in elite. This is one of my favorites.
Real in elite.
I would put this in elite. This in elite.
For me, and I know this might end up getting moved up for me because of the fact that I don't know what a lot of the other jerseys necessarily look like yet and how I'm going to feel about them. To me, I look at this jersey and I think it's good. It's high good, but for me to put it at elite, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's like a top tier jersey. I don't know if I was a Detroit fan, if I saw that, I'd be like, holy smokes, I have to go get that. I think I'd look at it and go like, yeah, it's pretty good. But I don't know if I do more than that. I don't know if you're looking at it more as like, compared to the other ones, it's really good, or if you really like it. But for me,
I actually really like it. If I was a Pistons fan, I would have that reaction. that you said. I would go and buy that. Like, I really like that jersey.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
I think that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I think that's one of my favorites.
If it's one of your favorites, we can put it in Elite. But for me, it fits right in perfectly and good, I think. Because I don't know if I found that jersey that I really love quite yet.
I see what you mean. I just have like a personal affinity for it.
Okay.
So
nope, fair enough.
I'm glad we're keeping it up there.
Yeah, okay.
If we want to move on to Golden State, you're pulling it up. I'll say we've got a good streak of jerseys going. I don't think I like these ones as much as the Pistons, but it's a very similar thing where just aesthetically I really like it. Where it's again the same kind of thing. I don't know if it's drawing from any specific past Golden State jersey, which it probably is, but it just like feels retro without even me having to connect it back to a specific retro jersey. And just I think nailing that vibe is really important. And it's again something I'd look at in the store and go like, wow, that's actually pretty good. I don't think it's on the same level as the Pistons for me, but I'd put it in good.
I'm gonna call this out for using the exact same logic you used for the Denver jersey, in the sense that what it's supposed to be is the Golden Gate Bridge. In the sense that you were making fun of Denver's, because it was supposed to be, because you were like, oh yeah, Jim, they've got mountains. Oh, we've got a big bridge. Put it on the jersey.
Okay, but this is so much more subtle. Where you don't have it's not like you have like, I have the Golden Gate Bridge in big bold font across the jersey like Denver does.
No,
it's subtle.
I'm making fun of it for the same. I'm trying to play devil's advocate, because you know what the truth is, I like it. I look at it and I really, knowing what it looks like, the Golden Gate Bridge, I really like how they use the yellow and the red. Because they kind of show like it's golden, but it's not really anymore, right? I don't know. You get what I mean. For me, it's good. I'd put it good.
Yeah, I'd put it in.
You wouldn't get a fight. You'd get a fight out of me putting it higher, because I don't like. It doesn't feel like it's the meaning in it is literally we have a big bridge, which is the same logic you had for bringing Denver's down, but. I as a jersey, I actually like it. I do like it. I think I actually like it as a jersey more than I like the Pistons. But I think the fact that the Pistons has like it's the 90s team. It's a reference to like a part of their history. That makes me like it, because I'm like, you understood what you should be trying to do here, right?
Yeah.
I feel like in a sense the logic behind it is really lazy, but they hired a really good designer to take that lazy idea, right? So just for that, I'd put it in good.
That's fair. Okay. We want to move on to, I believe Houston is next.
Yep. That's Houston. I'm pulling this one. I have it now.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
I can give my opinion first.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't necessarily have a big opinion. It's just like, and we're kind of back to like basics, you know. Like it's very. I like this better than the Denver logo, or better than the Denver one, but it's not by much. This would go in math for me. It's just really basic, and it's just like, oh yeah, Houston, H-Town. Okay, I don't know, man. Like the font's kind of nice, I guess. It's very much like the epitome for math. You talk about like there being a bar. I don't know, like that even feels a little bit too complimentary to this. I don't really like it, but I put it in there. I'm just like so indifferent on it.
So my opinion, you know, like I actually don't hate the jersey. Like as an away jersey, I think it would be a pretty decent away jersey. But reading the logic behind it makes me kind of mad, because it's supposed to be. It is what the jersey is supposed to be. Is it supposed to look like their, and I'm sure maybe to people in Houston it is, but I've never seen it, their iconic championship banner, like the one they won in the 90s. That's what it's supposed to look like. And the first like thing that they bring up is it features a striking white base. That's what this jersey features. And my immediate thought when I hear that is, so does half of the other fucking jerseys. It's called a white jersey. I agree with you. I'd put it meh. I have no issue putting it. No, I disagree with that. Bottom of meh. for me.
Yeah, I would put it bottom of.
Like Denver,
striking white base.
Yeah, just
the
just
most
for
ridiculous
that.
thing since like buttery brown or whatever the fuck the Hawks were doing.
I love that they're like trying to like put an adjective before each color. I hope that continues to be a theme. Is this Indy? Yeah, this is Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So
have we not seen this before? I feel like I've seen this jersey before. That's kind of my initial thought. Is I'm like I feel like I feel like this is them copy and pasting last year if I haven't seen
I don't
this
remember
before.
what theirs looked like last year.
I'm gonna try to look it up because I'm pretty sure that this is very similar. Yeah, no, it's okay. They're 2024 ones, were the like essentially the same thing, but instead of white, it was black. So, okay, like it's the same exact font. I'll see if I can get the very picture of Tyrese Halliburton.
Can I give the controversial opinion though that I think it looks better in white?
I don't know. I disagree. It also just looks lazy because it looks like they got the black jersey and then just like searched up basketball jersey outline white PNG and just dragged it over top. So there's this like really awkward cutoff between the black and yellow and then the white in the middle.
You know what's funny? We're gonna probably meet in the same spot, but for different reasons, I think. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I really like these jerseys. I like the style of them. They look nice. Like I like the coloring. I like them as away jerseys. Like if they were just away jerseys, but I read like the actual. They dance around it, but it's the same thing as Cleveland, where it's just like this is supposed to represent the artists of our city, and it's just like it's a cop out. It's a cop out answer.
It is a cop out.
And just for that, I'd probably put it meh. I'd put it
above Houston, above Denver too. I'd put it above Denver.
Yeah, I'd give you let me say it. I'd probably put it above. No?
No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I personally would put it probably above Brooklyn. Wait, no, actually, yes, I stand by that. I would put it above Brooklyn because I think it's a better jersey, and I don't think that Brooklyn really had more as of like how it connects to the city.
I guess. All right, you can keep that. We're really not looking good with these jerseys so far.
No, we're not.
Like,
we're looking pretty bottom heavy.
Yeah.
We're also
half
an hour through, so we need to hurry the fuck up a little bit.
Let's
I think.
speed this up. Okay. Yeah. Clippers. Okay, so here's where our expertise comes in. We have both been to LA. Does this connect to the city?
Let's see. I'm pulling it up now. No.
I don't. It's a blue jersey that says Clips. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, I like the blue. I really like that shade of blue. That's like
a nice shade of blue.
Oh, you know what? Actually, this is gonna drop it for me. Now that I'm like seeing it with numbers on the back, it's reminding me of a Memphis jersey. That's what it makes me think of.
I don't know.
Meh, like somewhere in here.
If you want to put it in meh, I'd still put it above Denver and Houston.
Yeah.
There's really just not. It's just such a. This is very much a nothing jersey.
I feel like I'd put Denver.
I hate that Denver jersey the more I look at it. That's the Raiders type jersey. Yeah. We can keep it where it is. We can keep it where it is, but the more I'm
putting it above Clippers to me. Looking at that.
Okay.
Now we're up to the
Clippers
Lakers.
one is very meh. Oh.
As the resident Lakers fan, I'm kind of excited to see this. I think I have actually seen this.
This is awful.
This is awful?
This is awful.
Let's see.
Lake Show.
Ooh,
Lake Show.
So why don't you give your opinion first, and then I'll give mine.
Okay, I actually don't. Okay, saying this is awful is mostly because I find putting a Lake Show on your jersey to be really fucking corny. But I don't mind the color of it. I don't mind the purple and black gradient, which I think might be an unpopular opinion. I would put this in garbage for Lake Show alone. But I don't mind the color. It's not like anything crazy. It's not like I love it, but I don't hate the gradient. Lake Show is just the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. So I'd put it in garbage. I'd put it.
You're gonna hate it more once I actually explain the explanation.
Okay.
Which is the Lake Show is who we've established ourselves as here in LA. And that's pretty much all of the explanation they give behind the story. We've made stops at greatness, stops at failure, and everything in between. We don't just play, we perform, and we perform at the highest level. It's just like, yeah. You know what's funny? Can I just say,
do what the Bulls did, but the Bulls
growing
did it
up,
nice.
Growing up, yes, actually that's fair. Growing up, I've always loved when the Lakers make black jerseys. So the funny thing is, I really like the jersey, but I agree with you. Like, the meaning behind it isn't good. I might be controversial. I'd put it there.
What? That's ridiculous.
No.
Oh my god. No.
For the same logic I had there.
Garbage.
Garbage. Wow.
Yes.
I don't know.
The gradient is fine, but it's not like great. And the Lake Show is stupid, and the reasoning behind it is stupid. I don't
disagree with you on Lake Show, but I don't think it's a terrible jersey.
It ruins the whole jersey. It's the whole point of the jersey is you're like, Lake Show. Like, put it in. If you're not gonna put it in garbage, at least put it in the back of meh. It's not. I would be putting it if if I was if I had my say, I would be putting it in the back of garbage. It would be like
back of garbage. I don't know.
It's not a good. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's not good. Okay. Simon, your Lakers fan is showing.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I just look at it and I understand, like. I don't know. You know what? Sure. I'll leave it there.
Lake Show. Welcome to the Lake Show.
Sure. What is this next one? I can't even read that.
Memphis.
What? Really? Memphis
yeah.
with a red jersey. Ooh.
So I mean, I don't know where this would come from.
I will find out.
What they should have done, and I think they did this last year, so I'm not gonna like blame them too hard, but like the obvious move is to go back to like 90s Vancouver Grizzlies. That's how you do
Caleb,
this
your
kind of jersey.
Vancouverite is showing.
It is. And well, it is. Yeah, of course it is. I don't mind this jersey actually. I'd put it at I don't know. It has like no connection or meaning as of right now to me. But I kind of like the font, and it's again evokes retro without being too retro. I'd put it very, very, very tentatively in good. Although behind the Warriors definitely, and I could be knocked out of that just because it aesthetically looks nice. But the meaning does feel null and void.
Well, this might bring it up for you then, because it's the design combines. A silhouette with a large cut and sew side panel featuring a red base inspired by the Sound's past uniforms, which I think were like, that was the team in Memphis in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Drawing wordmark inspiration from the 1974, 1975 Sounds jerseys. This uniform adds a pop of Memphis people don't hate me. I don't know how to pronounce this. Beale Street Blue from our current uniforms, along with record gold from our Memphis Soul 2021. So it's like they took multiple things from their history and combined them in one jersey.
Okay, I've gone from tentatively good to like, put it in good. I'd still put it behind the... Are you putting it in elite?
I think so. I think this is exactly what this is supposed to be. Like, it's this... okay. I really like the jersey for like the style of it. It's very retro. It's got like a nice style to it. I'd put it in elite because of the reason that I think it's on par with the Golden State like jersey for style, but like all of the reasons that I just like read for like they took multiple things from like different parts of their history and like the different teams that they've had over the years and combined it all into one, and I like that. I like that a lot. I'd put it in elite. I think that's the entire point of a City Connect jersey.
You know what? Like I think if I had to list to myself, I'd still put it in good, but I vibe with your reasoning. I'm cool with keeping it in good.
Okay. Next one, Miami Heat. This feels like it's on the same level as the Lake Show.
I detest this. This is so much worse than the Lake Show.
Oh yeah.
Heat culture. Oh, we have such a good culture.
Here.
Oh, let's put that on our jerseys. We've got no other personality. So let's just put some like bland little throwout quote. Ooh, heat culture. Ooh, we're such a model organization.
Well,
You don't think we're a model organization? Why don't we print it on a shirt for you?
But that's the thing. In basketball, it's always been known that they are that. Like, heat culture is a thing. Pat Riley culture is a thing. Right?
I know it is.
Yeah.
But it's still corny to print it on a jersey. Like, come on. This is my least favorite. Jersey out of any of them. Well, because A, there's no design to it. It's just fucking red. It's just red. And then B, it's just so corny. Where it's just like, this is something that like a 13-year-old boy makes in his first foray into Photoshop. Where it's just like, I think this is a pretty cool concept for a Miami Heat jersey, guys.
Yeah. It looks like they took like the 2010s Miami Heat jersey, which I really like. Like, that's a really nice jersey, and just like printed culture underneath the Heat part of the logo. It's funny because I understand what they're going for. I think the idea behind it is really good. I think because like when you're looking for a City Connect, I'm just saying not the jersey itself. The jersey itself is trash. We agree on that. I'm saying that trying to make a jersey based around the idea of we have this culture that we've had for years. It's a winning culture, and you're trying to pay homage to one of the coaches and one of the creators of it. I understand that. The explanation behind it is sound. It's good. I get it. The jersey's ass. The jersey's fucking terrible. I think like style-wise, I agree with you. It's at the bottom. I get what they like. It's a swing and a miss is what it is. They had the right idea. They hired the wrong people to do it.
To your point, like, and I can speak to this as like a media studies visual arts person. I've like taken visual arts classes. The reason this doesn't work is because you can't just like print the idea that you had on the shirt without having some sort of metaphor or stand-in for it. That's why the Bulls jersey works so well, because you slowly realize, like, oh, like, you know, that's why they're doing it. Like, you know, like, the gold is a stand-in for something. They don't just print, we had Michael Jordan on the front of their shirt. It's like...
You know what? No, Caleb, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. That's pretty much exactly what I mean. It's a shit jersey. It's a terrible jersey. The idea that they had, and it's so disappointing, I think, because we know what they've had in the past for City Connects. Like, we know what they've had in the past in Miami. They've had some really nice ones. And just seeing this, it's just like, you know, hire those old people. Bring those old people back to make a jersey around the idea of Heat culture without putting Heat culture on the jersey, and you'd have a good jersey. Yeah. You'd get the pass from me. But, like, the jersey itself is bad, yes. The idea, I get. Yes. Is kind of what I'm trying to say.
I could see that, yeah.
We can move on.
Milwaukee, I think, is up next. This is one where I'm realizing I have the same links to learn more about the jersey. This is one where I think I would need that because I don't necessarily know where they're going from. I have it now. So features Great Lakes blue. Written Milwaukee, written along the shorts. Yeah, so I don't know what this like jaggedy line is supposed to be. I'm still not getting anything from that. I like the blue in theory, again, just to do something different, and at least it has something to it.
I think it's supposed to be like the river that runs through Milwaukee.
It might be.
I think that's what I think this is trying to say. And then there's stuff related to, there's writing on it that's, I'm not going to try and pronounce this because I don't want to be disrespectful, but the First Nations that are in Milwaukee, I'd assume, their language, it's written in that, it's gathering place by the water is what's written on the jersey in that language. So it's supposed to be like a reference to that, I guess. I think it's supposed to be like a first, I don't want to say that, like a First Nations jersey is kind of what I'm trying to
And
understand.
that's fair.
That's good.
I don't hate it. I think this is like upper half of meh for me because it's like it's really basic, but it's like abstracted in a way that works. It's definitely like it's up there with, for me it would go between Bulls and Indie. Like it's definitely the upper half of meh. Like it works for me. It's just um a little bit too abstract in that it's like not saying as much as I think it wants to.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't disagree with any of that, really. Like, it's fine. It's a fine thing. Like, it's not pretty. It's not bad. It's meh. It's a meh jersey. It's right down the middle. Next one, Caleb. I don't know if you know which one this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. My eyes are not working.
That is Minnesota.
Okay, terrific. These small logos on the jerseys are not working in this tiny frame. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Give me your mid 2010s loud gamer intro neon fever dream and put it on a jersey.
Oh,
that's what they said when making this one. Like, what the fuck? It's just like, okay, we got a white jersey, we'll put black at the top, and then just shoot a bunch of fucking lasers in the middle. Like, and this is for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, this is we shit on the Heat jersey
to make it
ago,
a little
otherwise,
bit. The lasers are supposed to be ice. It's supposed to be ice cracking, I think. Yeah, iced out.
Okay.
It's the details. Discover the crisp, ice cold features.
The only thing that's gonna be iced out about this jersey is it's gonna be iced out of any tier that isn't Raiders. Put it in Raiders.
Okay. Yeah. So... Can I just say, like, I wish they did this better, because the idea of like ice all over a jersey,
a cool concept.
The idea of ice all over the jersey is really cool, and I like ice cracking and that type of thing. It looks like they took and I know this as someone who has to use Photoshop a lot in my life. It looks like they took like a stock photo of ice cracking and like pasted it over their away jersey. That's what it looks like they did. Like, if you look at like the actual like lines, it looks low quality. Yeah. I'd put it like.
I'd put it there. I would put it above Celtics. Well, no, I'm fine with that, actually. I'm fine with that.
No, it's worse than the Celtics. You can't, like, just the low quality ice is what does it for me. That's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Gosh, maybe we should have had the time for this segment. New Orleans Pelicans.
I don't. Man, we gotta get, like, I swear, like, with our rankings as of now, there's only been 3 good jerseys. Like, maybe we're too harsh. I don't know.
I don't think we are. I don't think we are. Do better.
Okay. I guess, yeah. What? I don't hate this one. This one is like I get it. This is another one where it's like, I get it. It's like, you know, like Mardi Gras colors. Like they are definitely connecting to the city. Yeah. Like, I do think that's a little bit too easy of a connection. At least they're not doing the, you know, like, put it directly, write it on the jersey and shit. Right. At least they're being more subtle about it. But it is kind of like, I don't know, it does feel a little bit basic. This is very much like, I would put it under the Bucks. Like, that's where it is for me. It's a nice jersey. Like, I would... I would be like, okay, it's okay.
We both agree it's in meh.
Yeah.
I'd put it under Indy. I like Indy's jersey more, but I won't fight you on it.
Okay. It's just like, I don't know if there's that much to say about this one.
No, I won't fight you on it. It's just like, I'll be honest with you, like, it's one of those jerseys where I look at it and I understand why other people like it, but I don't like it. Like, I don't like what it looks like. It just, no. Like, the purple and green, it's Joker. It gives me Joker vibes. It's like that's, yeah. No, actually, and that makes me not like it.
Yeah. No, but that's fair.
Moving on to the New York Knicks. I'm trying to pull this up on my phone.
I think some of these, you know, what's the issue with a lot of these is some of the more like classic franchises, like you get in such a bind because you're like, what the hell do you do with the Lakers or the Celtics? Because they're already such well-established brands, and it's like, what do you do? And I feel like they had that issue with the Knicks because what even is this? It looks like they just like, okay, take the New York letters, make them blue, copy it, and then like.
Can I just say that I think it would have been a really cool jersey. They even have it there, like the New York City. They even say like the old-fashioned looking watermarks, like on the pants and stuff like that. Put that as the main logo, like that type of like old-fashioned logo. It would have been lazy, but I think it would have looked better than having, because it's a weird clash of like a more modern like New York font with like the weird like shadow behind it, like. And then mixing that like kind of modern thing with like a retro logo, it's
for me it's like the top of garbage. Like
I think that's just about right. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm still so mad Lake Show isn't in like at least garbage. That's such a bad jersey. I'm looking at that because I'm like trying to base where I'm putting stuff off of.
I'll put it there.
Yeah,
that's as low as I'll put it. I think that it's because, and I'm putting it there. I'm readjusting because I do think this New York jersey is better. Like I think as a jersey, I actually don't hate it from New York. I just dislike how they're mishmashing like ideas.
Okay. I feel better about these rankings. Okay. If we wanna move on to Oklahoma, Oklahoma City Thunder, I like these ones, honestly. This might get the second good for me. It's not anything crazy. I just think the color scheme works. Like it's immediately kind of visually arresting where you're just like, oh, that stands out of a crowd. I think these will look good on the court. It's just like they're taking, and I mean, they don't necessarily have a lot of history to go back on because they're a bastard franchise anyways. Bring back the Supersonics. But at least with like having the color scheme that they do, like I think they did a good job of it to like, it almost feels like they said, what would an Oklahoma City jersey look like if it were like the 90s or whatever? That's what I would say. I'd put it in. My issue with that
is, you know what this immediately reminds me of? Like the 90s, even like I think they were wearing these in the 2000s. Like the 2000s, like Golden State Warriors is kind of what this color schemes remind. Like take the blue out, and that's pretty dead on. Like, it's funny. I like the jerseys. I've always been a bigger fan of like when you do like a different color than just like your team's color. Like I always think that's lazy. I like when you do like a black jersey. I've always liked that type of stuff. Like as a jersey, I like it, but it's. You think good? You want to put it good?
I would say good. I wouldn't put it above
definitely
State, but I would say good.
Yeah, it's definitely better than every other jersey here, like style wise. So I won't fight you. But to me, it's funny. Like we've had so many that I would just like, I'd put it there. It's funny. We're gonna have a mass so large. Like, because I just look at it and go like, it's not that good, but I won't. Yeah, good. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
fine.
I do think it's better than all the other ones that are in now.
Now
we want to move on.
Does that say? Because I don't know.
Take a guess at what team this is. Take a guess. You've got the black, you've got the gray.
OTC.
There's a star.
I don't got a clue. Portland?
If you said the San Antonio first,
okay.
You'd be fucking wrong. It's Orlando. What did they do with this?
Oh, okay.
I think the team that got assigned to design this jersey assumed they were doing San Antonio, and on the last day they went, okay, we're ready to submit the Spurs jerseys, and the NBA was like, oh no, we already got those. And they were like, oh wait, what team are we doing again? Orlando. Oh shit. And then they have to panic and fix it, which results in a Magic jersey that looks more like another team than their own team. I'd put it in garbage because it's like this just feels like such a mistake of a jersey because of how close it is to just a normal Spurs jersey, even with the star. Like that's I don't know. It's a garbage for me.
I like the logo. The logo's kind of nice. I don't get why it's white. Like you could have done this in your team's blue and like added some other stuff to it. Like the jersey itself is very lazy, but I like the. I'm trying to find like the. So actually, I think that star is a part of like their old logo, to explain why that's there.
Okay, that doesn't change my mind.
Yeah. The style features a base color of platinum with a background pattern evoking a suit of armor to display strength and fortitude.
And this relates to the Orlando Magic. How?
Like, the logo puts it here for me.
I would put Atlanta above it, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the longer we've gone, the more I hate that Atlanta jersey.
Really, I've kind of gone the other way on it, honestly. But well, it's okay where it is. If we want to kind of rip through, it looks like they don't have a jersey that because it looks like the Suns jersey is the next one up on this tier list, but there's the Sixers jersey that they seem to be missing. That's actually quite good.
What? Really? There we go. So where do you want to put it?
There we go.
It's
I would put it in good. I think it's a nice jersey.
Yeah. I barely even had time to. Yeah, I'd put it below Oklahoma. Honestly, looking at it,
I would maybe put it above Oklahoma.
Okay. I'll take a second look at it then, because I feel like I just didn't give it the time of day.
It's like it's simple, but it's effective. I think. Like I think that would look really nice on the court. Like I would look forward to watching Sixers games with that specific jersey.
Yeah, sure. I'll put it. I won't argue with you. I'll put it there. You good with that?
No, okay.
Oh yeah, let's put it there.
Yep.
All right. So Phoenix Suns. It's the next one here. They've got a purple jersey with the orange star on it with the Valley on it. I'm quickly. I'm pulling it up.
Okay, then I'll speak on it quickly. I've always liked the Suns color combination. I think the purple and the orange works really well. Are also my two favorite colors, so that helps me out a lot. I think the Valley is. I feel like they've kind of overdone that at this point. I feel like I've seen that a bunch, and I don't know, like the number being kind of off center also hurts it for me. I would put it at the kind of top of meh. Like I think it had the potential to be so much more. I think a lot of Suns jerseys are really like cool. I like the color scheme, but a lot of the other elements are kind of lacking.
Yeah. I won't fight you on that. I will say to add on to the as a small little thing, because this just popped in my brain. You said you liked the color scheme of this. Purple and orange was when I was making the logo for Trick Play, when I put it together, that was the second option I had as another color scheme. I went with blue and white instead. I don't know if I ever would have shown you that. I don't know if I ever would have sent that.
I think blue and white honestly would have worked better.
Oh, well, there's a reason. There's a reason it ended up being blue and white. Blue and white looked way better. But I remember one of the versions I had made. I bet I have it saved somewhere. Is purple and orange. But yeah, like that color scheme. I've always thought is nice. But yeah, right and meh probably feels about right. Is it Portland?
Portland.
Yep.
This is another one that just goes straight to the meh basket for me. I feel like they've used the whole like Rip City moniker like way too much. Again, to the point where it's overdone, and it's basically just that on a black background.
What is?
I don't
Rip
even
City?
know. Like, I don't know, but I've seen it everywhere on their jerseys, and it's just kind of like, yeah, it's overdone at this point. It's like I don't know. Like you've got to try to do it a little bit more. Oh yeah, they really do it. Like their official team store is called Rip City Clothing. Um, their like team videos are the Rip City wrap up. Like it's a whole thing apparently. Um, it's a Portland nickname. Um, I don't.
I mean, if
It's apparently
if it's that big of a thing, then I kind of get it. It comes back around, right? Where it's like I understand what they're trying to, because if that's a nickname for the city, then yeah, you put it on a City
Connect
jersey.
It's a nickname from. It's a nickname for the team, so I found the backstory behind it. The Trailblazers were playing the Lakers in 1971. They were losing by 20 points, but they found themselves with a chance to tie the game. They took a shot from half court and somehow tied the game. And the play-by-play announcer just randomly yelled out, "Rip City, all right," which was just like a complete like random moniker that he threw on the team. It was just like something he said, and now it's become synonymous with the team. I mean, cool backstory. I just feel like it's been overdone. Like I've seen it all the time. I would put it in meh. Like there's not much else going on there. Yeah.
Somewhere back here. It's weird because most of these are so mediocre that I don't even know where to put it anymore.
It's like that we don't even really have strong opinions on any of these.
that is how I feel about a lot of these jerseys in Meh. Okay, yeah. Is this the Kings?
This is the Kings. I don't know. It's an interesting color scheme for the Kings. I find it pretty interesting. Okay. It's paying homage to the Cincinnati Royals era. So that's pretty cool. Features embossed crowns down the side of the jersey. Oh yeah, and I can kind of see that in the design. I like this one. I think I'd put this in good. It's pretty simple.
It feels like a 2010s jersey, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, like it's pretty simple, but I think it works in terms of what it's paying tribute to.
Yeah, I like it too. I'd put that in good because I think it's very simple. It's very simple. I love these type of like simple jerseys. So for me, I'm biased. It flies up for me just because of that. But what do you think?
I wouldn't do that.
No?
I'd put it above Oklahoma, but below Philadelphia would be my ranking of it.
Okay, I'll let you have it. I like this jersey more than Philadelphia, to be honest. Like looking at it.
Okay.
Like the style, I just like that. I like that like blue and red. I don't know. I like it. But yeah, I won't fight you on it either though. Is this San Antonio?
To San Antonio. Yep.
Yeah. San Antonio Spurs.
It's like wow, shocked that the actual Spurs jersey looks less like the Spurs than the Orlando Magic does. So that's something. I don't know, my computer keeps bugging out here trying to find out why they chose these specific colors. I don't know why they chose the colors, but I like it. I think these jerseys are getting stronger as the list goes on, honestly. And I would put this in good. I just really like that color scheme. I really like the shade of orange they used. And it does feel like the teal's a bit overdone, but as a change up to what they normally wear, like I don't know, it feels about right. Like I like this jersey. I'd put it in good.
Oh. So it's kind of paying homage, I guess the color scheme is paying homage to like the Spanish architecture that I guess is in I haven't been to San Antonio.
Oh yeah. I actually have been to San Antonio, and yes, that's very much evident. That's a good connection.
Okay. Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Okay, where you like this one?
I'd put it in good. I'd put it in good. Yeah.
I'd put it.
I'm okay with putting it in the back. That works perfectly for me, honestly.
Yeah.
I think those are good jerseys.
Oklahoma, as we move on and I look at all the other ones in good, is moving more and more down to meh for me, to be honest. Like the more I look at it,
I still like it.
The more I look at it, it feels
still
top
like
of
it, but
meh,
I understand.
Yeah, I won't fight you on it, but I do like I look at it. It's like the meme of the three-headed like Hydra or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it with it being in the same with all of these. I don't know.
Yeah.
We can move on. Raptors.
If we want to,
I really want to get a close up look of this because I don't like it.
Wow, really?
I want to get it. I'm gonna get a closer look. But like,
take a closer look.
The further view of it, it looks interesting.
Well, take a look at what it's
golly
paying
gosh,
homage to.
golly gosh! I wonder what it's paying homage to.
Okay,
no, you go.
I don't
You go
know,
first.
like,
You go first. I'll form an opinion.
This is one of my favorite ones. I think.
Okay.
Well, I've always just enjoyed like the old like Raptor style. Like I think their Dino logo has always been cool. Like and incorporating the purple and on top of the black jersey. Like I think even just the design of it is really nice. But the Vince Carter tribute to me is what puts it over the top. Like I think that's super cool. To have like such an iconic like moment and photograph that everybody knows and translating that into a design concept, that's fantastic. Like that works really well to me. I don't know what your gripe is with it, because I thought you'd be on board with this one.
Okay.
This is elite for me. I would put it. The Pistons is still my favorite, but I would put it like second on the list. Like I think it's really strong, just particularly because of how it turned a specific moment in franchise history into a design that they could put on the jersey, and it still fits in seamlessly with everything. Like I think it works really well.
Yeah. I the thing is, I don't disagree with the word you said. I just read like what they say about it to like explain it. Of like, this is a celebration of our greatest moment. You guys won a championship 20 years later. Like, it feels like it's odd. It's odd because it's like, it's raising up a moment that, yes, it was very, very cool. But it like, I don't know. The way I'm picking for things. I won't fight you on it. I'd put it. I have no issue with that. Oh, fuck. I nearly dropped my phone again. That's nearly twice in the segment.
Well, there you go.
2 more jerseys. Utah Jazz. Gosh, I think I've seen this jersey at least 1,000 times.
I know. I feel like they've done this before.
You think? I think this was their jersey in the 90s. Like, literally a replica.
Yeah. I mean, I still like the jersey.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd still put it in good just for the jersey. It's a very nice jersey.
No, it's a beautiful jersey, but it's I've seen it before.
Yeah. Their creativity could have been a little bit like in terms of trying to go with something else, but I guess if it ain't broke, is kind of the like I'd put this at the top of good.
Okay,
it
you know
doesn't
what?
get elite just because it's like.
I will say, like, looking at it close up, now that I'm like getting a close up look of it, they did change it. Like, they took that old jersey and they like touched it up with like more modern kind of styles in it. The more I look at it, the more I want to put it in elite. Like, it's either
I'd be okay putting it in elite. Like, I'd be okay putting it in elite if you want to put it there.
I really like the blue.
Okay with that. It's a very nice jersey.
For me, I look at it like I really like the blue. I like how they took like one of their more modern colors and added it to an old jersey. And obviously, like, it has symbolism for like the like where it is and all of that. Like, I like it. I like it. I like it at the bottom of elite.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And then what is
our
the
last
district? Where's the district?
The District of Columbia, Washington.
Oh.
It's like, okay, guys. I don't really like this one that much. I think this probably goes in garbage for me. The districts. I don't think anybody's ever called Washington that. Like, you heading over to the district. I don't know. That feels a bit like they're trying to come up with something that isn't there. Like they're forcing it a little bit. I don't mind font. The font's nice. But everything else about it, I'm kind of like, boring white jersey, and feels like they're trying to be hip and cool with something that isn't there.
Yeah. I don't disagree with any of that. Where do you think? It's funny. Most of like
I'd put it in garbage.
Yeah, I think I would too. I'd put it like middle, like put it there.
Yeah.
I'd put it there.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's our list fully. Oh, I'm trying to like frame it up a bit better, but I don't think I can. There you go. Top number 1 is the Pistons, then Raptors. I don't even remember what that third one was. Then it's Utah.
That's Memphis.
There, yeah, Memphis, right? It's just it doesn't make you think of Memphis. You know what? Just for that, just for me forgetting that you were Memphis. It's supposed to be a city connect. It's supposed to connect to the city, and I instantly forgot. I forgot what your connection was. Incredible jersey. Now that I remember it's Memphis, I remember the origin, and the origin is cool. But it's like, I should still know what it is.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So there you go. There's our rankings. The worst one is Heat Culture. Is the decision we ended up landing.
Yeah, that will. Oh, that's such an easy decision. You wouldn't have even had to like give me the rest of the jerseys. Like the rest of the jerseys could have been literal dog shit, and I would have still put Heat Culture at the bottom.
Yeah,
I hate that so much.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I don't disagree. And what shouldn't have been this long, an hour and 12 long segment. We did it, guys.
Well, there we go.
We got
it's a tier list. It's a YouTube video. People will watch.
Sure.
Because we're becoming YouTubers. People will flock to us.
Exactly. There you go. So there's our list. Outro time. Shoutouts and callouts.